There are 3 signs that the business strategy you're following right now was never designed for your body. And the third one is the most dangerous because from the outside, it actually looks like success. I'm going to break down all 3, and then I'm going to tell you what's actually going on underneath them that nobody in the online business space is connecting the dots on. If you've ever followed a strategy to the letter, did everything they told you to do, showed up the way they said to show up, and still felt like you were running on fumes with nothing to show for it, by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why that happened, and it's going to change how you think about every business decision you make from here on out. I'm Jenna. I'm a human design expert and a business strategist, and you're watching the 9 a.m. download on Pajamas and Profits, the channel where we talk about what's exactly going on in your business when you're doing all the things and it's still not working. Don't forget, hit that like button, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single download. So I need to tell you something that I wish somebody had told me about 5 years and a whole lot of wasted money ago. Here's what happened to me, and I'm willing to bet it's some version of what happened to you too. So I invested in a program. I got a real strategy, a real one, like with steps, a plan, a whole system, and I implemented it. Like I actually did the work. I wasn't the person who bought the course and never opened it. I opened it. I did every module. I showed up on every call. I executed, and I was exhausted. Like not, oh, I had a long day today, exhausted. I mean, my body was shutting down. I was posting 5 times a day on Instagram because that's what the strategy said to do. I was launching something new every single month because, well, that's what the strategy said to do. I had 6 offers because someone told me, well, that's what a real business looks like. And none of it was converting. None of it. But I kept going because I thought the problem was me not working hard enough. It wasn't. The problem was that the strategy I was running was designed for someone with a completely different energy type than mine. The woman who sold it to me, she's a generator. She has a defined sacral center, which means she has a consistent regenerating energy supply that is literally designed to be burned through work and replenished overnight. She can post 5 times a day and feel fine. That pace is natural for her body. I'm a projector. I don't have that. I was never supposed to have that. And every single day I spent trying to operate at her pace was a day I was borrowing energy that my body could not repay. This is what human design actually reveals when you apply it to business. It's not a personality quiz. It's not, oh, fun, I'm a projector. Let me put that in my bio. It's the reason the strategy you paid for isn't working. And once you see it, let me tell you what, you cannot unsee it. So let me give you 3 signs that the strategy you're currently running was not built for your body. And I really want you to sit with these because if even one of them hits, it's telling you an important piece of data. The first sign. You're doing all the things on the list and you are exhausted in a way that feels completely disproportionate to what you actually did. Like you posted 5 pieces of content this week and you feel like you need to sleep for 3 days. And meanwhile, somebody else in the same program as you with the same strategy, they're executing the same exact plan, posted 7 pieces this week and they're in the group chat like, what? That was a light week. And you're sitting here like, what is wrong with me? Why can I not keep up? Why is this so hard for me when it seems so easy for everyone else? Nothing is wrong with you. That gap between your experience and theirs, it's not a discipline gap. It's not a motivation gap. It's an energy type gap. Your body is consuming exponentially more resources to do the same tasks because those tasks were not designed for how your energy operates. It's like running a diesel engine on unleaded fuel and wondering why the engine keeps stalling. The engine isn't broken, the fuel is wrong. That first one is frustrating, but it's the most obvious. The second one is sneakier because it actually tricks you into thinking the strategy is working. So listen up. The second sign. You go through these cycles where the strategy works in short bursts and then completely falls apart. You'll have an incredible week, maybe even 2 weeks, where everything's flowing, you're productive, you're creating, you're on, and then you crash hard. And for the next 2 or 3 weeks, you can barely open your laptop and you feel like a failure for that crash because everyone around you seems to just keep going. What's actually happening, especially if you're a projector or a manifestor or a reflector, is that you're borrowing energy. When you're around other people, whether that's in a group program, on a team, in a mastermind, even just scrolling content from high energy entrepreneurs, you absorb their sacral energy through your open centers and you ride that wave. It feels amazing while it lasts and you feel like you can do anything, but it's not your energy. And when the borrowed energy runs out, you don't just go back to baseline, you crash and burn below it because your body is now paying the debt for operating at a frequency it was never designed to sustain. So this strategy worked during the burst, but a strategy that you can only sustain for a week out of every 4, that's not a strategy. It's a pattern that is slowly destroying your relationship with your very own business. The third sign. This is one I said looks like success from the outside, and I meant that. This might be the most important thing I say in this entire video. You build something that is making money and you dread delivering it. You have clients, you have revenue coming in. Maybe your Stripe dashboard looks great. Maybe it looks better than great, yet you feel nothing. Or you feel worse than nothing. You feel that specific dread when a new inquiry hits your inbox because you know that what saying yes to another client is going to cost you over the next month. That gap between the number on the dashboard and the feeling in your body, it's not ingratitude. I want to make sure you hear that. It's not that you're ungrateful for the money or the clients. It's that the container you built, the delivery model, the number of calls, the access you provide, the whole way that the whole thing is structured, it is consuming more of your energy than the revenue can ever compensate you for. You're not making money at this point. You're trading your life force for it. And no amount of mindset work or gratitude journaling is going to close that gap because the problem is not your mindset, it's the architecture. So those are the 3 signs. But here's what I haven't told you yet, which is why this happens. So here's where human design actually comes in. And I want to be clear and make sure that you really understand this because there's a lot of surface level what's your type content out there. And that's not what I do. Your type tells you how your energy fundamentally works. That's your starting point. Yes, absolutely. But your authority tells you how you make decisions in your business that actually stick. Your profile tells you how you're designed to be seen and to learn your defined and undefined centers. Those tell you where you're operating from your own consistent energy and where you're absorbing everyone else's and mistaking it for your own. When I learned I was a splenic projector, it didn't just tell me, slow down, wait for the invitations. It showed me that my decision-making works in the moment, instantaneously through my body, which meant that every business framework that I'd been using that told me to make pros and cons lists, to sleep on it for 3 days, to survey, oh, this is a good one, to survey my audience before I decide. All of that was overriding the part of me that already had the answer the second the question was asked. That one piece of my design changed everything about how I run my business. I stopped polling my audience and my friends and my family and my coaches before I made decisions. I stopped sitting on offers for weeks because some coach told me to validate it first. My spleen says go and I go, and the decisions I made from that place have been the best I've ever made. That is what human design for business actually looks like. It's not a label. It's a complete restructuring of how you build, how you decide, how you show up, and how you rest based on how you are actually wired, not how the person who sold you the strategy is wired. If you're watching this and you recognized yourself in any of those 3 signs, I built a free diagnostic called the Business Recalibration for spiritual entrepreneurs. It shows you where your business is specifically out of alignment and what to look at first. It's not a type quiz. It's not like some personality quiz. This is a real diagnostic. And the link is in the description of this video. So make sure you go and take it. That's your 9 a.m. download for today. I'll see you next week.